Buck roll.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, give me the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire.
Isaiah 14, and when I retire, out of captivity I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion.
1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just boots on. Use our voices screaming out, take care of your homes, take care of your wives, take care of your own.
Now we standing out here in the valley of the bones. This place called America, this is not your home. This is like a tomb, place where you died at. Now I resurrected, trying to bring the 12 tribes back.
I came on a slave shipping,
And I ain't even like that.
put my neck in the rope,
And I couldn't even fight back.
Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left,
Captain Severus.
and to his left,
Officer Pagiel.
and to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and we make up Four Corners News. Thank you for tuning in. We got a lot going on in the world today. We're going to bring it out with the scripts and let you know this Bible is a true book.
That's right.
And it's high time you repent and wake up out of sleep, right? So we got a lot going on in the world, man. It's some Edomite girl. She got lost somewhere in the Grand Canyon. I don't know where it was. Don't care.
Hell is this?
But she got lost somewhere, and all of white America
Right.
put it on every single news network. What's CNN stand for?
Caucasian News
Caucasian News
News
Network. MSNBC is more stupid news by
Yeah.
Caucasians.
Bring it out.
You got the conspiracy theories on TikToks exploding.
Yeah, all
It's
of that
crazy,
stuff was
man.
looking for this girl. So recently
Right.
they just found her, right? And the whole world was in an uproar of this little blonde-haired, blue-eyed little girl. But it brought to light something else that a lot of people, unless it's in the mainstream media, nobody cares. But it's one people that care on the face of the earth. That's the Israelites.
Right.
We the only people that care about our sisters that go missing. Pull up the article where it was talking about when it comes to the so-called Native Americans who are actually gad in the Bible. Read that for us, soldier.
710 indigenous people, mostly girls, were reported missing over the past decade in Wyoming. The same state where Gabby Petito reportedly disappeared.
So the same place this Edomite disappeared.
Right.
Nobody cares about Gad.
Right. 700. And it's one.
And they made all kind of news.
There you go.
Bring it out.
That's the only reason we know about it, because it came up in our face, right?
Right.
Let's go back to it. Let's read that article. Let's read that. Let's read those bullet points.
The disappearance of Gabby Petito, possibly in Wyoming, has caused a national outcry. In the same state, 710 indigenous people were reported missing from 2011 to 2020, a report found.
Yep.
Despite the extent of the issue, missing and murdered indigenous people get less media coverage.
They get no media coverage.
Dang.
See, you gotta pay attention to Esau's words. He try to make you think that everything is okay.
Right.
It just needs a little bit more attention, and everything will be okay. They get no media attention.
No.
How do we know that? Because none of us knew about 710 Gadite sisters gone in, where's that place?
Wyoming.
Right.
Bring it out.
And it's Becky and Chuck
That's
going
it.
back to their original culture, heritage, the thing that they do, men of the field, women of the field.
Yeah.
And then they go do something stupid out there.
I think the Edomite
Everybody
boyfriend
Yeah, he
ended up
put her to
killing
death.
her. He
Yeah.
killed her.
He came back. The Edomite boyfriend, they went up together, went to go hiking, and he came back by himself.
Right.
Damn.
So, and guess what? They investigated him as a person of interest.
Yeah,
Bring it
he
out.
wasn't a suspect.
He wasn't a suspect. So they left him alone, gave him enough time to possibly disappear again. Now he's just
He and guess
gone.
where he drove back to? He drove down to Florida.
Damn.
While we drove to Florida, just no cops stopped
Right,
him,
no,
nothing. They
no.
let him enjoy his
Go
trip
right
and
ahead.
get home. Go home.
I don't
Yeah,
even
he
think.
probably had bloody hands and all.
Yeah,
They do no wrong.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
nothing.
even think they
Damn.
mentioned
Amazing.
that he called the authorities or anyone associated with him. It was her parents.
Yeah.
Her parents. So he came back by himself, didn't say nothing.
Didn't
No,
say
nothing
nothing.
at all.
So, and that's not suspicious.
Nah,
Right.
not at all.
No.
If
Not
it's
at
white, it ain't right.
Right. Let it be one of us. They would have handcuffed us to the bottom of the jail.
You wouldn't have made it out of Wyoming.
Until right.
The
They would
sheriff.
have jumped the due process straight to the
Yep.
what's that? The final. What's that?
Verdict.
Final verdict.
He's guilty
He's
until
guilty.
we find out otherwise.
There you go.
You get a half
There
a
you go.
court date.
Well,
Yep.
Kevin, the good thing is black people don't go hiking like that. So they
Good
can't
point.
Say,
Oh,
they can't say
praise.
black
The
people was
only
up
time
there.
you
Yeah.
find black people outside is during
That's
tabernacles.
right.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
Other than that, the scripture said Jacob was a smooth man dwelling in tents.
He was
in the
grilling it
house.
up. He
That's
was
it.
grilling. He was barbecuing.
Give me that Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 32, because this is what you see. The Native Indians are actually Gad of the Bible, so they fall up under the curses of Deuteronomy 28. It just rears itself. It comes to light every so often. God has to remind us and them of who they are, so you can start focusing on them. Read that
Right.
in verse 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 32.
Yep. Bring it
out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
That means taken, sold into slavery, right? Read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Uh-huh.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
That's it right there. No might in thy hand goes into they'll be taken, given to another people, disappear,
Right.
and you don't even have power to put them on a national television show so somebody can pay attention to them.
Yeah.
Bring it out. Ain't got that kind of power.
No.
You got to pass out flyers
Right.
and hope somebody takes interest in it and maybe makes a movie about it 20 years later,
Right.
turns it into a fantasy or a thriller.
Yeah.
A documentary.
Until Esau feels sorry for us.
Yep.
No, this is a problem. Half a million of them gone missing? No.
And the thing
Come on,
is, it's
come
not
on.
it's not even a problem too, because Esau didn't bring that up. It was blacks and Native Indians that actually brought this up. It was
Yeah.
another article that was talking about it. It was actually black people that brought this up, talking about black and brown women missing, get no media coverage at all. Give me that in Jeremiah chapter 30. I'm gonna show you this. Jeremiah chapter 30. Read 12 through 14. This is why sisters, black, Hispanic, Native Indian, they all get snatched up and nobody cares about them. Well, for one, you don't respect your damn self, so don't nobody else care about you because you don't care about yourself.
Right.
But read that in verse 12.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 12.
Yeah. Bring it
out.
For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable,
Uh-huh.
and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up.
There is none to plead thy cause. What does that mean? It's all the nations. It's none to plead your cause. Nobody cares. Read on.
Thou hast no healing medicines.
Uh-huh.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
Read that again.
All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
All those that you hoard yourself out to, God said they forgot you. When you went, you disappeared. It was like, I'm going to sleep today. On to the next one.
Right.
Let me wake up, do whatever I do. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. Nobody cares. Read on.
They seek thee not.
Uh-huh.
For I have wounded
Hold
thee.
on. They do what?
They seek thee not.
Go back to that article.
Yeah.
Go back to that article. God just said it. Your lovers forgot you. They don't seek you. Pull it up for us. Read that again.
710 indigenous people, mostly girls, were reported missing over the past decade in Wyoming, the same state where Gabby Petito reportedly disappeared.
Now scroll down. Scroll down. They was reported missing. Does that mean they went and looked for them? Hell no.
No.
Right.
Read that right there. Despite
the extent of the issue, missing and murdered indigenous people get less media
they
coverage.
seek thee not. Now scroll down and read that disappearance. Read that part.
The
And
disappearance
the next one too. Go ahead.
of Gabby Petito launched a social media frenzy
Yup.
and nonstop media coverage
On
since
Caucasian News Network,
go.
more
There you
stupid
go.
news by Caucasians.
Bring it
and
out.
Whatever else. Go ahead.
she was reported missing, possibly from the state of Wyoming, where she and her boyfriend Brian Laundrie were said to be visited Grand Teton National Park. But hundreds of cases of indigenous people reported missing in the exact same state over the past decade have not been met with the same furor.
They seek thee not.
Basically, they don't give a damn.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
None of them.
Just like her case, they got what park troopers out
They
there.
had park rangers,
Park rangers,
National
National
Guards.
Guard.
They would sweep. You know how big a
FBI.
national park is in
Bring it
Wyoming?
out.
And they found her 8 days later.
Yeah.
Wherever she was laid out, they found her 8 days later. They've been missing for a decade.
Decades.
Ain't found
10
nobody.
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 Amazing.
It says, and go back to it. It says there, what? With the same fury. That part right there.
Scroll up. Yeah, right
There
there,
we
but
go.
hundreds.
But hundreds of cases of indigenous people reported missing in the exact same state over the past decade have not been met with the same furor.
Not the same fury. We are not the same, y'all. That shows you right there. The same fury mean the same energy.
Bring it
the
out.
same outlets, the media outlets. None of that was met. It was at one time. Then we started posting our.
Yeah, we still do it.
We still do it.
Yeah, missing persons.
Remember, they at one point they told us to take it down.
Yeah, yeah.
We was doing. They told us to take it down. Stop doing it.
Yeah, and you remember it was a big frenzy too. Maybe late last year, and we was bringing it out here on Four Corners, Patient Saints. We was all talking
Right.
about it. How that it was black girls missing. It was more black girls missing than any other race combined.
Right.
And they was being sold in the sex trafficking ring. And then what happened? The media stopped talking about it, and black people forgot about it. Like black women have stopped getting kidnapped because the Rona hit.
Right.
Nah,
it's still happening.
It's still happening.
Yeah,
Dragging them
it
sick
went
and
right back
all.
to sleep.
Yep, it's still
hell is
happening.
this?
So I tell you, sisters, you better get you some mace. Learn how to protect yourself.
Bring it out.
Look over your shoulder. Stop trying to have a hot girl summer.
There you go.
Right. Your ass go have a hot girl summer and a dark eternity.
Yeah,
They're gonna snatch you up, put you in the grave.
They'll fold you up into a suitcase and
Yeah, I
drag you.
heard that.
Hey, you better. I'm telling you, they did that.
Yep.
And sisters that be walking like this on their phone, yeah, I'm telling you, with their cell phone, oblivious to what's going on.
Bring it out.
My wife is one of them too, y'all. And I tell her, you better be careful. Stop playing around. You gotta be mindful of your surroundings. You should be checking your rear view when you drive.
I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in the hood, and my pops told me every few seconds, every
Bring it
few
out.
steps, make sure you turn around and look behind you. Look over your shoulder. Because I grew up in the hood. You just can't be walking ahead of the sky, damn, oblivious to everything around you.
We used to play a game in the Little Haiti where we would follow one of our friends, on purpose, just to see how long they would recognize who's following them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we'll pull up with a BB gun or with a.
Damn, y'all was wicked.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You caught slipping?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's how
Dang,
you
that
know.
was gangbang training.
Yeah.
Gangbang training.
Damn!
All this time.
Yeah, I heard gangbang. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, sister, you better look at yourself, cause if you get caught up, it says all thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. They
Right.
not coming to look for you. The only people that care is the Israelites that are still doing
Yep.
missing person campaigns, posting up signs all over the
That's
city.
right.
That's right.
And you know what's crazy, Cap? A lot of people like to say, well, America's not a racist country because, the racism is not out there like that, right? It's also racism when they don't want to look for the people.
Right.
Yeah, they're basically saying the same thing that they were saying back then. We don't care about you.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, we don't care about you.
Yep, same thing. Nothing new up under the sun.
That's
right.
Nothing new up under the sun. Also, here in Babylon the Great, the God cursed the ground from the beginning in Genesis with Adam, right? And it's still rearing its ugly head about what's going on to the point now in the meat market, they ain't even got to tell you it's meat
Right.
no more. They
No.
just make it up. Pull up the article and show what the people talking about. Let's read that.
Ask FDA about plant-based meat, says USDA.
It says, ask them. Why would you have to ask the Federal Drug Administration about plant-based meat? That's let you know that there's something wrong with it. Let's read that real quick.
3.5 years after it received a cattle group's petition to define meat and beef as referring only to the flesh of food-bearing animals.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm understanding this. 3.5 years after it received a cattle group's petition to define meat. Why would they say, hey, we want y'all to define meat? I'm thinking it's because they got something up their sleeve. We about to drop something on y'all ass y'all don't know about. And we want y'all to define what is actually meat because we're about to, because God calls us, talk about Esau, the border of wickedness, meaning we're the beginning and the end. We're about to change up his game when it comes to meat. And we need you to define what that actually means so we don't get caught up in the court of law when somebody gets sick and it breaks like, oh no, it was plant-based meat. It had 12% of real beef, 70% of human remains, and 8% of horse meat. And under the law, as long as it's got 11.3.7% of real meat, it's considered meat. And we
come on now, dog.
That's what they be
doing.
Come on, man.
Taco Bell, they say Taco
go.
Bell.
Yeah.
You heard about that too, right?
Yeah, sometimes they say dog meat in there, right?
Yeah, that's why
It's
you
close to dog meat. It's close to dog meat.
When the last time you bought Taco Bell?
It's been years.
Don't ask that. Don't answer
We
that.
do it at the house.
Don't answer that. Captain Barris on camera. Don't answer that. We'll talk about it off air. What you gonna say, officer?
You saying, but like how they was asking, what's that fine line? They know the law, so they can walk that line. So they can stay over. So just in case I cross it, I'll know. Okay, I'm justified what I'm saying.
Hey, and here's the point of that. Give me that in Sirach chapter 27. I want you to read verse 1 and 2, I believe it is. For them to ask, define what is actually. This is a place with beef. They got cattle, right? Define what actually is meat to you all, so we know. Because that means they're going to cut up them cows. They're going to give you whatever you say is meat. We'll give you that portion and the rest of it, whatever they're going to do with it.
But just so they know, the meat is the 100% animal parts. That's what the meat is.
Yeah, just so y'all know.
Parts? What you mean the parts?
The legs,
leg,
all
the thigh.
of that. All of
There's
that
no
God
mixing.
say we can eat.
Yeah.
Right.
No mixing of it.
Right.
They gonna give you the organs.
Yeah.
Put 2% of that liver meat organ in there.
Intestines like they did back in slavery.
Right.
Hey, read that Sirach 27, 1 and 2.
The book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away.
There you go, right there. That's what they doing. They that seek abundance, they're gonna turn. Why are they asking that? So they can minimize the actual meat that they have to give you, and they're gonna increase the price on it. Just think about this. When we used to go to the store back in the day, a little Debbie cake that cost $0.25 was actually worth $0.25. Now that thing is about that small, and it costs 75 cents. They make things smaller and charge more.
But you see what's going on, right? Remember, a few years ago, everybody started going vegan, started going vegetarian.
Good point.
So people not getting, sick like they used to because their health is starting to get better. So they say, you know what, we can't make money. So now we got to give them the vegan stuff.
Go ahead.
We got to make the vegan meat that could get them sick.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing because I guarantee you eat that right there, you're growing a leg in your back.
Yep. Oh, damn. Bring it out. Damn. Hey, read verse 2 in that, man.
Verse 2. As a nail...
Go ahead.
As a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling.
Can you define what meat is?
Bring it out.
That means there's some sin behind that. When they ask you, can you define what meat is? Some sin is coming behind that thing. Go back to the article real quick. Go back to that. Let's read that. Scroll down on it. Let's read that next paragraph.
The U.S. Cattlemen's Association...
Scroll up on it. Go ahead.
Included the alternative proteins alongside the major targets.
Y'all gonna scroll up on that? Y'all gonna scroll up on that? No, the other up. There you go. Read that.
The U.S. Cattlemen's Association included the alternative proteins alongside the major target of its petition. Cell-cultured meat.
What?
Cell-cultured meat.
There you go. And something don't sound right about that. Cell-cultured meat. I don't remember Jacob feeding the goats cell-cultured meat. Go ahead.
Which is moving closer to market.
That means cell-cultured meat means that it's made in the laboratory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Bring it out.
That's what it means.
It's grown
made.
in a petri dish.
It's grown in a petri dish up under a damn what'd you call it? Who paid
microscope?
attention in science class? What was those lights called in science class?
I don't remember those.
Lights? It was lights, okay. The lights. It's grown up under the lights. Go back to it. Read that.
which is moving closer to market. Products that are labeled as meat should be limited to those that are derived from the tissue or flesh of an animal harvested in the traditional manner. It is said in the petition.
Okay, so the farmers are so now you got big business trying to grow meat in a laboratory, and they want the people that are doing it to label what is meat and what is not meat, because when you go to the stores, they don't do that. They all put it in the same section and they'll slap organic on it and make you think that it's actually organic, like it ain't got all the chemicals
natural,
in it,
right,
but
right.
but it really don't.
Yeah.
Watch it was a thing on Netflix. What was that thing on Netflix called?
Food Inc. or something like that.
It was who knows what it's called? What the health? Yup.
Yes.
What the health? And they exposed all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yup. That scared the hell out of me
It's
for
not
about
really
a month.
organic. All that's just fake. It's all decoration. Just
Yup.
like
For about a month, I was good.
And
real
make
quick,
you
let me
pay
get
extra
a
for
script.
it.
Let me get a script.
And
Go
the
to
old man crept back in. Go ahead.
Psalms
Kev.
59 real quick. Psalm 59 verse.
That damn Chick-fil-A is the devil. Can't stay away from it. And the damn Benji with the curry.
Come on now, dog. Come on,
Go
man.
ahead, man. Bring it up.
Read verse 7.
Psalm chapter 59 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Behold, they belch out with their mouth.
They belch out with their mouth. Come on.
Swords are in their lips.
Swords on it. They really want to destroy. Read.
For who, say they, doth hear?
Come on.
But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them.
The Most High will laugh at them. He's like, go ahead. You think I don't see you, but he sees you. Read on. Watch this.
Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision.
He shall have all. That's who's doing it. All these heathens are plotting right behind us just for $1.
Yeah.
Just for a damn dollar.
Yeah.
They want to poison your food.
It's all about
give
money.
you what? Rat turds, and they allow certain types of rat
they do.
turds.
The FDA does
Right,
that.
there you go.
Certain amount of feces in the
there
food.
you go. Come on.
In the canned goods, all of that stuff, they do that. I mean, give me that in Ezekiel 4:13. It's let you know that the Bible is a true book, and that's why Paul told you pray over everything, man.
Go.
You gotta pray over what you eat. You gotta pray when you wake up, pray in the middle of the day, pray when you go to sleep. There's so much danger around us. And we are oblivious to how God keeps us safe from all of it. We take it for granted, the little things, just like this with the food that we consume. That is like it says in Sirach, these are the necessities of life, right? The main things God is keeping us in good health. Those that don't abuse the things around us, keeping us in good health with all of this stuff going around. Cell cultured meat. That's crazy. Read that in Ezekiel 4.
It's growing by itself.
Yeah, put in a petri dish and put it up under the light and let it sit overnight.
Oh, man.
Read that, Ezekiel 4:13.
Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles.
There you go. We eating it among the Gentiles. Go ahead.
Whither I will drive them.
All the food is defiled. So, those that be on that damn vegan trip and that raw, all of that. Not saying it ain't good for you, right? Because it is good for you. The Lord talks about that in, what is that, in Sirach? Give me that in Sirach about the dainties and the meat, right? Not saying that stuff ain't good for, but you can't go around pushing that stuff on people like it's the end all be all. All the stuff is defiled. Yeah. What really keeps us safe in this captivity is prayer and the application of God's laws. That's right. That's what keeps us safe.
That's
you got that in Sirach? Was it Sirach 30, whatever it is? Read that.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 29.
Yeah, straight to the point. Go ahead.
Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing.
That's your sweets. Go ahead.
Nor too greedy upon meat.
There you go.
That's the point, yeah.
That's the point. Don't be unsatiable in the sweets or the meats. God said there's got to be a balance between those two.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm glad the leadership been moving in that direction of intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
That really helps you, you know, curb
Shout out to Captain Shim for that.
Shout out to Captain Shim, man. All those sensations of cravings that you have for certain sweets.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting help you control that. That's real discipline.
Yeah, that's a part of discipline.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep, exactly right. So you can't be too heavy on the sweets, and God says don't be too heavy on the meats either. Find a good balance, get you some bodily exercise, apply the commandments and some prayer along with that, and you're gonna live out your days as long as God has you planned to live out your days. Right. Because Esau's the damn devil.
Hell yeah.
Bring it out. And the Most High, he set it up like that, just knowing because he descend going back from Cain and Abel. When he cursed them from the ground. So anything that he touches or grows, those things that he feed those animals, it's not going to be prosperous.
The scriptures say that the man is as death.
Yeah, as a death, right?
Damn.
Right.
So that means whatever he's at, he's going to find a way to kill you off.
So he's the Grim Reaper.
He's the Grim Reaper in the flesh. He's what
the
the
real
Bible
Grim
call him.
Reaper.
He's Satan
There you
and
go.
the devil. That's what God, and the border of wickedness.
There you go.
And death.
And death.
That's the only thing he can produce.
That's it. That's it. That's why he ain't got
Bring
no
it
color
out.
in his skin.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.